Well, good evening, kids. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Welcome to a weekly episode of The Abyss. I'm your host, of course, The Eternal Abyss. How is everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I want to say hello to everybody on all the various platforms that I am streaming on. I want to say hello to everybody on YouTube, on D Live, on Periscope, and on Bitwave, of course. And some may have noticed I have my other logo on my screen here, the Eternal Gamer. I am streaming on Twitch because I have a special treat. We've been talking about this. I had started this. I want to finish this. We need to finish this. We're going to finish this, or we're gonna at least try. Let me make sure that I have this up. Here it is. There we go. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. So, we're going to do this. We're going to do this while we're talking about politics, while we're doing some other stuff here. I got to load up the game. We're going to have some fun. Just gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about some topics du jour. Some of the biggies. Some of the maybe not so biggies, but we're gonna talk about them anyways. We're just gonna have a good time. That's the goal. And I just want to double check something real quick here. Let me make sure that I have everything working on all my other platforms. Yes. Some of them maybe not so. Yes, there we go. Remove that. All right. Looks like we're cooking. All right, let me get Bitwave up here so I can look at chat. Hey, honk honk. Hey, Trainwave. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, yeah, we're ready to go here. Couple things I wanted to talk about. First of all, the big news of the week, and I think I talked a little bit about this because it was pretty much made official yesterday, was Joe Biden's official pick for VP, which is going to be Kamala Harris, which, you know, we talked about this a little bit, but I wanted to kind of have a focused episode on it because there's a lot of stuff about her that needs to be said, and I'm not going to go through a whole hour just talking about her. I really don't feel like doing that. I don't want to waste my time, frankly. Not really interested in doing that. But one thing that we can do is talk a little bit again about how ridiculous she is as a choice. She is a woman who there's a lot of problems with her record. She's one of the most inept senators, most ineffective senators that we've had for a while, as well as just like being an absolute hypocrite in terms of saying that she believes all women, and she crucified Kavanaugh during the SCOTUS hearings to appoint him at the Supreme Court. But somehow has no issue with Tara Reade accusing Joe Biden of raping her, essentially. So, if she believes all women, then she should believe that Joe Biden's a rapist, and apparently that's not a big deal to her. So, hey! But anyways, yeah, so hello to folks that are viewing on all the different platforms again. I haven't been on Twitch in a while, actually. Let me take a pause from the political speak. I haven't been on Twitch in quite a while. I've had some issues with the platform. They've been doing a lot of silly stuff. They've closed down certain accounts for no reason. Not mine, others, and I just didn't like those acts on the part of Twitch. So I wasn't really streaming on there for a while. But I figured if we're going to do a politics thing like I usually do, and we're going to throw some gaming in there, why not? Let's go back on there, see what happens. See if you know, anything can come of it. And I'm gonna go ahead here and whoops, load up my game. let's see here. Where was I? 6/14. I haven't played this since June 14th. Really? Wow. I'm behind. Uh, so at this point in the game, I don't know if many remember where I was. I don't know if many do, because it was a little crazy for a while. When am I going to become a trap? Not anytime soon, sir. And also, yes, this is a more interactive version of the Abyss. It's not my usual just soapboxing for the whole time. I have Discord if people want to chit chat on there. You can. You could definitely jump on there and chit chat with me, and I'll be more than happy to. Like, if you're in the waiting room, if you want to express an opinion on something that we're talking about, or anything like that, you could just let me know, and I'll give you 30 seconds or something like that, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, depending on what you're asking, what we're talking about. I'll give you a little bit of time, and we'll just proceed kind of like those call-in radio shows of yore. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day so far, and I hope that you know yeah, chatting is just fine. People want to chat, you can chat here on Bitwave. All the other platforms that I have are perfectly fine to chat on as well. If you want to drop messages on DLive, if you want to drop messages on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch as well, so be it. Not an issue at all. So, like I was saying though, with Kamala Harris, it's like Kamala Harris is probably one of the worst picks Biden could have ever chosen. And this is how pathetic she was as a choice. In her official announcement, when she spoke at the DNC, they had this wall of streamers, like people, like in a Zoom meeting, applauding her. Well, any opinions I express would get you banned from Twitch. Maybe so, Trainwave. That may be so. Yeah, let's try not to get me banned. One goal is to kind of stay on all the platforms that I'm on. I really don't want to. I don't want to ruffle feathers too badly. But at the same time, I kind of don't care, in the sense that I want to be able to express my opinion. I want people that chat with me to be able to express their opinion. I'm a big advocate of free speech, so I mean, I get it. I'll try and play by the rules, but I make no promises. So at this point, I was actually stuck in the game here. Let me just, because I'm going to be trying to mess around with the game while I'm doing my usual political speaking and all that kind of stuff. So, to bring people up to speed, that's what I'm talking about, Trainwave. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Trainwave. They had the Zoom kind of meeting of people that were supposed to be supporters and applauding her. They couldn't even get a full screen of people, that they had to duplicate Zoomers. Like, they had to duplicate people on the screen. It was pathetic. It was a joke. It's a joke. Okay? And people saying that she's moderate, she's not moderate. And people saying that the DNC are moderate, they're not moderate. Here's why. So, during the evening, you had the much more publicized convention, right? The speakers, the main draw. Those are that what brings you to the DNC. Your layperson, your non-political head, the people that just kind of go, oh, the DNC is happening. Oh, Obama is speaking. Oh, Michelle Obama is speaking. Oh, Kasich is speaking. Things like that. People would go there, and that's when people are more focused on the DNC, especially on the online version, but even on television. But the convention is all day. The convention is for all day, for 4 days. They have all these different programs, different table talks and all these kind of things. And you have people, they're talking about defunding the police and these things. They're talking about ending capitalism. They're talking about Green New Deal kind of stuff. You have people that are espousing incredibly extreme points of view. And the media doesn't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but it is streamed and people can watch it. But the media doesn't talk about that at all. They're trying to portray Joe Biden and they're trying to portray Kamala Harris as moderates, because if they actually portray them for the policies that they're pushing forward, um, they would not be viewed as moderate by anybody. I mean, just take Kamala Harris when she was running in the primaries. Kamala Harris was running in the primaries, and she was saying that her first act as president would be to sign an executive order to confiscate guns. Completely going against the Second Amendment. Completely going against the Constitution. This was her big selling point during the debates. And now, you know, if someone calls her out on it, like someone like Colbert called her out on calling Joe Biden basically a racist, her cop-out answer was, oh, that's just a debate. It's a debate. You say stuff during a debate. You don't really mean it. But it was pathetic. It was pathetic, you know, yeah, that they couldn't get enough people to even applaud her as VP. Her policies are extreme. Tulsi Gabbard excoriated her during the primary debates, pointing out how horrible her criminal justice record was as AG of California. That it was terrible. She was using prisoners for labor. She was, arresting people for minor marijuana infractions while she smoked weed. Palin really does not seem that bad now. In comparison to all the stuff that I've seen now, you're absolutely right, Trainwave. You know, I was not happy with her as a choice back then, you know, on the side of conservatives, you know. I remember when they picked her, I was like, huh, okay. And then, you know, there are certain things she did have a lot of enthusiasm, and she was very like ready, like really ready to get out there and fight and things like that. But apart from that, I didn't really see much in terms of her like policies and things like that, which I really kind of latched onto or thought that were good. I also thought that the media was very unfair to her. They would not treat Kamala Harris the way they treated Sarah Palin. They wouldn't do that. Because it's the same thing with when Obama was running president. They were so soft on him with all the questions that they did. I gotta figure out what I'm doing in this game now. I'm completely kind of lost. Okay, well, I guess we close that. So yeah, but let me do this. I'm going to just pause here on the game because I want to focus on the political talk first, and then we can do a little bit of the gaming, because this is going to distract me a little bit. So we'll do the politics talk first here, and then we'll go into the games. So yeah, I just don't think that this choice. I said this before, even knowing who the choice would be. I don't think that any choice that Biden was going to make would really help him long term, and now he actually dropped in the polls a little bit. The DNC viewership is abysmal. There is really no enthusiasm. There is no enthusiasm on the side of the Democrat Party and its supporters. There's no enthusiasm whatsoever. And I'm sure Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they're going to get a number of votes, as they will, because the country is relatively divided when it comes electorally. It's going to, I don't know if it's going to be particularly close, I think certain states might be a little closer, but I think the traditional political trajectories that the Democrats are used to and the Republicans are used to, it's not going to happen again. It's going to be kind of like in 2016 where I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of stuff that's going to be in play that people didn't think it was going to be in play. And I think that's going to happen again. And a lot of people that think certain states aren't going to be in play, um, they probably will be. Or at least even if they stay blue or red, they may be going more towards like an even split. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'm hearing, for example, out in California. California is not going to go red anytime soon. I have no illusions in my head that that's going to happen. But the fact that you have people that are running for certain districts that were traditionally more left leaning, now these people actually have a chance to flip it, even in Florida, like Laura Loomer. That's another thing that I've talked about in the morning stream, that Laura Loomer, she won her primary battle in Florida, and her district is primarily left leaning. But it is also a very Jewish community, so that could be helping her with the whole identity politics and tribalism thing, which it's a thing. Unfortunately, it is a thing, and a lot of people, a lot of politicians do use that. So it is what it is. Trainwave saying it's possible that the entire country is still red and voter fraud is just that bad. Well, I don't know about that because there are definitely some states and cities that are very left leaning. Like California is definitely a very liberal state, no doubt about that. And New York City, New York State in general, like the whole legislature in Albany in New York, that's pretty much all left. It's all blue. So Michigan is one of those states that also has been blue traditionally for quite a while. But even that, 2016, that changed. you know, it changed. So even these strongholds that politicians may assume are strongholds, and they assume they'll never change. In my lifetime, I never thought that Michigan would turn red. I was shocked when that happened. I mean, it wasn't a strong red, sure, but it still happened. Hey, Soldat. Welcome to the stream, sir. How you doing? Yeah, it's politics. This is the beautiful thing about politics. Is like everyone likes to think that everything stays in perpetuity. I don't know if I'll snipe the convention because I wanna see if I can finish up on the game that I started. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. So I don't know. I'll think about it, but the thing is, I mean, this is the last night. I'd rather not waste my bandwidth on them. To be honest with you, I'd rather not. But yeah, but Kamala Harris is the official VP pick. Oh, it is a train wreck. It is a train wreck, and it's been a train wreck for 4 days. They're a clown show, like with that music video. Did you see that music video that they produced? That stop children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Do you see that? Did you I could not stop cringing. It was so bad. So bad. The guy that was singing butchered the song. I mean, he didn't even do a good job singing. If you're gonna at least make a mockery of a song, at least hire a good singer. Yeah, they cut away from that pretty quick. Yep, sold out. We saw that. We talked about that. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that. That they're using duplicate Zoom boxes because they couldn't even muster up 30 people to be behind her. I still can't get over that. I still cannot get over that. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And my question is this, okay? My question is this. I want to be in on those meetings. I would love to listen in on those meetings. They're sitting there. They're sitting there and they're going, geez, we don't have 30 people to be behind Kamala Harris. What should we do? Should we just put something else behind her? Some other backdrop? What should we do? And I want to hear that one guy that goes, no, 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 no. We'll just copy paste we'll just use the duplicate people. Nobody will know the difference. That would be interesting. That would be interesting if the RNC did it live and they did have a crowd. Yeah. I think that would be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily say yay or nay to that. I think it really depends on how it's organized. Yep, I actually was mentioning that too, Soldat. I was talking about. I didn't mention that it was Tucker, but I saw like the working groups. They're talking about ending capitalism, and they're talking about these extreme policies that they keep pushing, like the defunding the police stuff and all that kind of nuttiness. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You could definitely have an outdoor crowd for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. That would be interesting for them to have a crowds that people could go. So it's hilarious. That I still can't get over that with Kamala Harris. There was a Trump ad on WAPO. No, I saw another ad though on TV. I saw this ad where they were saying just because the Democrat candidate can't say a complete sentence, like he was basically this whole ad was hilarious because it was a Trump ad. It was approved by Trump because at the end it said, I'm Donald Trump for president and I approve this message." Um, but the ad was basically saying what I say at the end of my streams is don't be complacent. The Bidening that I saw that too. I saw that too. Yes, that was hilarious. It was on the homepage of YouTube. Yeah. Thank you, Soda. Yeah, if you could provide me a link, that'll be awesome. Yeah, no, that ad was saying, you got to go out there. Just because Joe Biden can't say a complete sentence, crazier things have happened, like this woman being Speaker of the House, and they show Pelosi. So, um, there you have it. Yeah, that one is amazing. That one, it blows my mind. I mean, if this election would be decided solely on memes, the conservatives and the right, they've got it nailed. They have it in the bag. If it's a meme, if it boils down to a meme war, the left can't meme. It's just that's what it boils down to. The Washington Post has a Trump campaign ad dominating its homepage right now. Wow. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. I had not seen that. Thank you, Soldat. Oh boy. Thank you for the link. Yeah, that's amazing. I could try and put it up on screen here so people can see it. Let me try and do that. See what if I can get that to appear. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Look at that. Oh, I'm sure it was expensive. Yeah. I don't doubt that for one moment. I absolutely don't. Oh man, yeah. Is it still on there though? Is it still on the WAPO page or did they remove it now? Makes me wonder. Yeah. No, Trump is picking up points after Biden announced Kamala Harris as VP, he lost points. I mean, normally your VP pick is supposed to boost your campaign, like kind of drive some fresh air into it, get some excitement into it. You're supposed to usually get a little boost from your VP pick, no matter who it is. Instead, in his case, in Biden's case, they actually dropped points. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Really, it's something. I had not heard about that old political cliche when people say don't vote for X, bet on X. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Honestly, that really doesn't surprise me. Yeah, no, it really doesn't because this whole election is really it's been a whole disaster for the left. They really bumbled along this whole thing. They've actually had like decent opportunities to really drive their message home and try and gain more support and more widespread support, but all they end up doing is actually shooting themselves in the foot. So I don't know. It's been a big, big mess. It really has been a big mess overall, I think. Hold on, let me do something here real quick. Just need to log into something super duper fast. There we go. All right. Going on here. Okay. Good. No, but it's pretty bad. Bernie should have won, but thankfully some Dems still hate commies. Yeah. Bernie. The whole thing with Bernie is like Bernie is probably walking funny now because he's been screwed so much by the DNC. He probably walks with a strange waddle. But anyways, what else is in the news? What else can we talk about? There's always plenty of stuff to talk about here. Uh, one thing that happened recently was that Delta Airlines basically threatened the Navy SEAL. Have you guys heard about this? So the Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden. Um, he was on a plane without a mask, and Delta decided to threaten him. Holy cow, wait a minute, they actually banned him? You're joking. I thought that they had only threatened him with it because he had a picture of himself without his mask in a Delta airline. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They actually banned him. Unbelievable. Now, I'm not saying that just because he was the Navy SEAL who killed Osama bin Laden that he should be able to do whatever the hell he wants. I'm not saying that. But really? You're just gonna ban the guy? I was not aware that he had actually gotten banned. Amazing. Delta is trash. Wow. Unbelievable. He's been pretty spicy on Twitter. I can imagine. Yeah, O'Neill is his name. I have been I have not been properly saying Robert J. O'Neill. I haven't properly been addressing him here. Unfreaking real. That's really, really crazy. I'm shocked at this. I can't believe Delta is such garbage. Wow, I'm taken aback. Whew, alright. Composure. Let's get back into the stream here. My god. My god. Anyways, okay, well there's that. That's the latest update when it comes to that story. Uh so let's see what happens now. Let's see what happens with this whole thing. There's definitely going to be. I don't know if will O'Neill do anything about that. Did he say he's going to try and fight it or like sue them or something like that? Oh yeah, Goodyear. I heard about that too. Hey, Mom Patch, welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Yeah, killed most wanted terrorist in history still gets banned by airlines. I know, right? What the hell? Oh my god. You hear about Goodyear? Yeah, Goodyear. That whole thing is absolutely laughable. So Goodyear, for those that may be listening and not quite aware of what's happening with the whole Goodyear thing, I talked about this on one of my morning streams too. So Goodyear, they had a some diversity training thing, and they were talking about there's no zero tolerance policy, where there are certain things that they accept and certain things that they don't accept as hate speech. And they were saying that MAGA hats and Blue Lives Matter, they're saying that's hate speech. While Black Lives Matter is perfectly acceptable to wear at work, which is laughable, to say the least. And Trump did a press conference about that, actually. In one of his pressers, when he was giving an update, he was talking about that, saying that, you know, if they can find a replacement for Goodyear on official government vehicles, that he's going to go for it. He's going to do that. And I say great. I say great. And you know then what happened to Goodyear? Goodyear tried to backpedal immediately, saying, we didn't create the slide. That's not, you know, we support our police. You know, they tried to backtrack super duper fast and it didn't work. Their stock tanked. that day. So I generally speaking, I'm not really big on calling for boycotts. Actually, believe it or not. And the reason why is because I don't like using the markets as a weapon for companies. But this goes back to also what I was saying, and I've said this many times on my streams about companies that are essentially PACs. They're political action committees, and they hide behind the facade of a company because, as a company, they don't have to abide by the same restrictions as if they were a political action committee. So I don't like the idea of politics being injected into just the market of goods and services. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we're at this point where companies feel that they need to be uh more of a political advocate than a provider of a good or service. Like seeing restaurants with political garbage on there, or supermarkets waving flags or putting up signs at their windows, having companies that go and sign affidavits and briefs for things that the Supreme Court has to decide on that has nothing to do with their products or services, nothing to do with it whatsoever. But they feel that they need to be injecting into politics for some godforsaken reason. I don't know, because they feel like just because they have the power to do some social engineering and political engineering that they should do so. I don't agree with that. If individuals within companies, like I've mentioned this again before many times, if individuals, like if a CEO or a CFO or some manager, regional manager or whatever, they want to do political stuff on the side under their own name, so be it. I don't care. But as a whole, as a corporation, no. Way too powerful an entity to be given such leeway and power. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh boy. So yeah, I don't think that's really I don't think that's a really good idea for companies to get involved in that sort of thing. And it seems like Jen Kyuger is trending on Twitter. Because he tweeted this tweet that says, if someone tells me they're voting for real Donald Trump, I instantly lose all respect for them. This is a very literal. This is very literal and includes anyone in my personal life. Um, yeah, I don't care who people vote for, in the sense that I'm not going to crucify someone and judge you just because you vote for Trump or you vote for Biden. Um, there's one reply by the Dank Knight. The Dank Knight replies here: if anyone denies the Armenian genocide, I instantly lose all respect for them. This is very literal and includes anyone in my personal life. uh, this is the thing with Cenk Uygur. Okay, I don't like to get into the weeds with different like little YouTuber personality guys because this guy, he's a joke. Cenk Uygur, of the Young Turks is one of those kind of people that he is blinded by his ideology. He is backed and funded by political entities or entities that have political um reason to back him. I think maybe he started out as a Republican. I wouldn't question them. Uh, I don't know if I would question their sanity. I wouldn't question them. I would I would only question the only thing that comes to my mind when someone wants to vote for, let's say, a Joe Biden. Well, he never had a chance in his primary though. That's the funny thing. He didn't have a chance in hell. He polled so poorly. He's the guy who wants to legalize. He said there was nothing wrong with bestiality. Okay, this is the kind of person that Cenk Uygur is. This is the guy. This guy said that bestiality was perfectly okay. All right, that's what it boils down to. Uh, I mean, what else can I say about him? Who was the other YouTuber? Oh, Sargon, right. Joey Salads is running this year too. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Sargon's defeat was pretty damn funny. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I like listening to some of Sargon's stuff. Yeah, I forgot about Sargon. I thought you were talking about like American politics. Yeah, Sargon of Akkad, that guy. Mr. I call him Mr. Smuckles. I actually do enjoy listening to him. He is entertaining, even though I don't entirely agree with everything that Sargon says, obviously. But oh, he's running as a Republican. I had no idea. So, but yeah, Cenk is the kind of guy who says that it's perfectly fine to pleasure animals. So I don't think anything that he says should be taken seriously. But going back to questioning people for who they vote for, I don't question people. I don't judge people. I don't judge their choices. The only thing that I question in my head is Oh, hello? I think I got it working. Can you guys hear me? Alright, great. Huh. Gee, I wonder what the heck happened. Alright, I'm back. It's happening. Woohoo! Alright. Okay, let's remove that. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. The only thing I can imagine is that my laptop overheated. Because I'm running off of a laptop here. I think that's the only thing that happened here. I think it got too hot. Yikes. Okay, well. It is what it is, I guess. We're just gonna have to be careful about that. Make sure that that stays nice and cool. So yeah. Here we are. What were we talking? I even lost track what I was talking about. Good lord. What was I talking about here? Oh yes, Jenk Uger. That's right, Mr. Bestiality. So my thing is this: I take nothing serious about what he says, and as I was saying, now I remember what I was saying. Yes, I don't question sanity. I only question people's knowledge. If someone votes for someone like Joe Biden, in my opinion, they are very ill informed. That is the thing that I will judge someone on more than anything. Or they vote for like AOC or Lindsey Graham or anybody really. It doesn't matter who you vote for. If it's someone that I know from research articles, news items, if I see that they say stupid things, they have very terrible policies. Their policies are actually hurting people and not helping. Uh, they have done actions that directly affect the lives of people, then I question why a person would vote for said politician. And speaking of actions having a direct consequence, this is something beautiful. This is something beautiful. Well, that's really a good point, Soldat, because really the biggest thing to me is that nowadays there's no excuse. In this day and age, there's really no excuse to be an ill-informed voter unless you purposely want to be ill-informed or you purposely are just a single issue voter or a tribal voter. If you want to go out and get knowledge on people, you can. You can. No, don't worry. I wasn't muted again. I did the Shatner pause. Because I was replying to a text message. Yeah, Here's the thing. I don't put it past. I don't put it past the GOP to do anything stupid, or the Democrat Party to do anything stupid. The parties themselves consistently do stupid things. I don't put it past either party. What I do question is why the parties do certain stupid things. Which it wouldn't put it I wouldn't be surprised if they put another Romney-ish candidate up again. I mean, that's what they were trying to do in 2016. They were trying to put Jeb up there, and they were trying to put other like these rhinos like Kasich. These guys weren't Republicans. These guys weren't real conservatives. There were only maybe 2 or 3 actual real conservatives on the stage at the time during the Republican primaries in 2016. That's really what it boiled down to. There weren't that many. Sorry, I'm gonna put the mic a little closer to me here. There we go. So that's my thing, and I was gonna tell you a wonderful story here. So I've been talking a lot in my streams. If people listen to my streams, you'll know that I talk a lot about how I find it very frustrating that politicians don't seem to face any consequences for their poor policies or for their own actions outside of making policies. I mean, they do stupid stuff, and because of that stupid stuff, people get hurt. It hurts them financially, it hurts their livelihoods, and there are occasions where it actually physically harms people, if not kill them. So, let me tell you a story. I don't know if a lot of you remember, not too long ago, there was a you know, when they were tearing down statues and being vandals and all that kind of stuff. Where I have the link here. Let me see if I can find it. I should have the link here. Where is it? Where is it? Shoot, did it disappear on me? No. Wait. Nope, that's not it. Nope. So that's an interesting piece of news that I may talk about as well. Sorry, I thought I had this link here available, and I can't seem to find it now. Oh, wait a minute. I think I may have bookmarked it in Twitter. Hold on. Yes! Okay. Got it. Beautiful. So, Virginia. Right? The state of Virginia. Um... 1 second. Let me get this article situated here. So, Virginia. In Virginia, let me bring the article up so we can get some details going here. But anyways, no, go away. Stupid pop-ups. Okay. This is gonna be good. Bear with me. We're gonna enjoy this, kids. Trust me. Totally worth it. So, this monument I think that going before I go into this, I think what you're saying, Soldat, is an interesting point. Soldat is saying, I wouldn't be surprised either, but the party was at the brink in 2016. If that happened again, I believe the party would break apart. Voters are too well informed now, and I can't negate the boardroom from pushing their preferred candidates. The thing is, um, the thing is, I think this is my theory. I could be wrong. I think that if Trump hadn't run in 2016, I think that no Republican would have won against Hillary Clinton. And I think that the Republican Party would have just remained in its inept little bubble. And nobody really cared about what the Republican Party did before and will not, and what they would be doing in the future. Because this is the thing. If they become so irrelevant as a party, and everybody is so upset with them, that could have been the beginning of their end as a party. Kind of like what happened with the Whigs. The Whigs party back in the day, before the Republican Party took its place with Lincoln, was that the policies that the Whigs were advocating for were gaining less and less and less steam. The candidates were gaining less and less support and less care. People just didn't care about the Whig Party anymore. They didn't care about the policies that they were putting forth, and the people that were representing that party, all the like bigger names, the ones that could keep the party together, they went on and moved on away from the party, from the Whig Party back in the day. So you have this decline that happens with parties sometimes. And right now, what's happening with the Democrats is actually very similar to that too, because you have policies that are being put forth by the Democrat Party that are just unpalatable. No reasonable person in the United States, your average citizen, your average person, is not going to say, yes, let's defund all police. Or yes, let's just destroy all the entire automotive industry because all cars have to be electric. Or let's destroy the entire electrical system infrastructure because we can't use carbon. Or let's have what's happening in California, where now, they've converted a lot of their energy to like green energy and such, and they can't even keep their power on. They don't have consistent power, electricity to give their citizens. And they even use that. They use that as a weapon as well. I see you, Trainwave. So, this is the thing. Nah, she would have been terrible. She would have been a horrible president, Trainwave. I don't agree with you at all. She did a garbage job as Secretary of State. She abused her power as the First Lady. And it's a matter of her track record is just trash. She would not have been a good president. But kind of going back to what I was talking about, this is kind of what I was hinting at early on in the stream, where people in politics Oh, in comparison to what's coming, geez, I don't know. That's a toss up. That's a toss up in my opinion. I mean, Hillary's bad. Hillary's pretty bad, and people like AOC and Omar and Tlaib and Ayanna Presley and Pelosi and Biden and Kamala Harris. I mean, everybody on the Democratic primary stage, they are as un-American as they come. You know, it's really really bad the policies that they're putting forth. Really 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 bad. And it's really surprising to me. It's really surprising to me how much support these policies have. It's almost it's a huge disappointment, honestly. You know? They might have been able to revive Vince Foster. I don't know about that. I think maybe Epstein would have been dead sooner. Because or he would have been alive, yeah, but he would have been doing whatever he's doing. So that is true that the Democrats have been on a path to full-blown anti-American socialist party since '68. Hillary wouldn't have changed that, in my opinion. It would have delayed it a decade, maybe. You know, I'm not entirely sure I agree with that. The last part, I agree with the first part that this isn't something that's new. There has been this socialist push, this indoctrination in academia for a very long time. They've been pushing people, they to and they've been pushing people to hate America, to vilify American history, vilify capitalism in any shape, way, or form, vilify Wall Street, vilify anybody who's successful, vilify white people, keep people divided by racial and ethnic lines, by religious lines, by everything, by social lines as well. When it comes to um uh like what you believe socially, if you're like a social conservative versus a social liberal, things like that, social policies, I mean. So there's been a long time push to keep people divided in that fashion, and there has been this push to basically rewrite history. As I mentioned, there's a lot of things that have been going on. It's been going on for a long time. This all started around the 60s, you know, with the Vietnam War and all that kind of stuff, where um along with the Vietnam War and the Cold War with the Soviet Union and all that kind of stuff, you had this infiltration of socialism and communism. So, so I don't know. Like to me, it is a long-term strategy that they're playing. I don't think Hillary would have delayed it by that much, and this is the reason why. Because when she was going up in 2016 against her primary candidates, which I mean, she was going to get the nomination anyways. It wasn't any big deal. What she was saying in the debates though was that her policies were already moving farther left. She wasn't as oddly enough, she wasn't as aggressive about it as people like maybe AOC or even Joe Biden. But she was already going farther and farther left because her party was pushing in that direction with Bernie Sanders. Yeah, FDR had yeah, FDR's administration was a little crazy. I don't know too many details about that. Truman cleansed the party, so to speak, but the new generation came and yeah, there was some repair. Hey, illustrator, no problem. Well, I'm still here. There was some repair of the damage um of FDR, but yeah, ever since the Vietnam War, basically, all those protests, that's where academia really went crazy. The new generations really went crazy. And you had this uninterrupted progression for the most part. And the biggest problem was that you didn't have people willing to fight. You didn't have people with a backbone really willing to hit back. And that's where Trump comes in. He's one of the few people that have finally hit back at the media, hit back at other politicians, hit back at pundits and fakers, hit back at people that speak one way out of one side of their mouth and then the other way out of the other side of their mouth. And that's the biggest appeal that people have with Trump, that support Trump. And some people may question, well, how he said this against women, or he's behaved this way, he's brutish, he barks at people, he's not a very nice guy. Um well, all I can say when it comes to that is that I am not offended by people who offend. Whatever sins he has committed, he's going to have to live with his sins. I'm not here to judge him on his sins, but at least one thing you can give Donald Trump is the fact that he is consistent. He is consistent in the fact that he doesn't target one particular group or another. He doesn't go out of his way to attack people unprovoked. Usually what Trump does is a response. It's a reaction. He reacts to what people say about him, and he attacks back. And I think that there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. If someone were to like attack me, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't care if you're gay or straight. I don't care if whatever religion you follow. I don't care what ethnic background you have, what race you are, what age you are, if you served in the military or you're a civilian. No thanks, I'll skip butt gig. I don't care about who you are as a person, in the sense that what categories you fall under isn't going to affect whether I reply to you. And I think that's how Trump operates, because I can relate to that, because that's kind of how I operate too, in the sense that I can debate anybody, I can talk to anybody, and if someone insults me, I have no problem slinging back. I am not gonna go to a guy, a woman, a vet, a civilian, a black man, or a Latino or an Asian man, go there and say and starts just hurling insults at them for no reason. But if someone attacks me, I will defend myself. And I've always viewed how Trump talks and how he acts in that fashion. He's indiscriminate when it comes to punching back. And I think that if you're in politics, I think that's a good thing. I think that is something that you need in politics. You need to be able to have such a strong hide, basically. You have to have such a strong skin that if someone hits you, you can go, you know what? You're not gonna hide behind your victim card or your gender card or your race card. You're gonna hit me, I'm just gonna hit you back. You know, and if you actually you know, if you read throughout history of all like the presidents of the United States, this isn't new. This isn't anything new. The insults that were hurled in the 1800s, from 1776 up into present day between candidates, and the stuff that they would say and the stuff that they would do and how they would attack each other, that hasn't changed. Just a little bit the language and the media and the way and the methods of which the communications happen. But for the most part, if Twitter existed back in the days of Lincoln and Booth, actually, this is a good book. I would recommend to everybody read Killing Lincoln. Because if you read that, I haven't read it all. I only read like the last half. Because I ended up getting into it, the last half of it somehow. Don't ask how that happened. But if you read Killing Lincoln, you will see, like, John Wilkes Booth, how insane he was in terms of his hatred for the North, his hatred for the Republicans, his hatred for Lincoln. He had Lincoln derangement syndrome, much like people have Trump derangement syndrome. It didn't matter what Lincoln said. It didn't matter what Lincoln did. Anything, the very air that Lincoln breathed would cause John Wilkes Booth to seethe. And would make him foam at the mouth, basically wanting to kill Lincoln. So, and this is not unique to John Wilkes Booth. I'm just using that as an example. And I agree with that, Sold Out. Sold Out is saying Trump counterpunching is an asset. It's also shown how full of shit institutions like the National Review and AEI have been. And since then, the GOP base is more skeptical of party apparatus. What? I'm not sure I catch that last word, but I get what you're saying, and I agree. I think for the longest time, Republicans and conservatives wanted people to hit back. They wanted people to punch back. And the Republicans were too lily-livered to do that. Just look at what McConnell is doing now. What McConnell is doing now with this stupid postal office thing. With Pelosi. Pelosi would not convene to vote on getting people their money in a pandemic because she was playing politics. But she's gonna do a hearing. She's gonna bring people together to do an investigation on the postal office lockings and removal of post boxes during the GOP's, like during the RNC, during the Republican National Convention. Somehow that's fine to do that, but when people were suffering and need help and need extra money because they don't have an income, no, that's fine. Oh, party officials and people that work in established, yeah, and it's good. It's good for people to be skeptical about the party, the whole apparatus of the parties. Yeah, I agree with that. And McConnell's just whatever, fine, let's do that. And I don't understand why McConnell just has such a wet noodle for a spine. McConnell should be hitting back. He should be saying, no, we're not going to do this during the conventions. We're not doing it at your convention. You're not going to do it at the RNC convention. Simple. Nothing more, nothing less. But I got completely derailed here because I wanted to talk about politicians and the consequences of their actions. I wanted to tell you this wonderful story. Oh God, don't even remind me of Boehner. Boehner was such a garbage Speaker of the House. All he did was blubber and cry all the time. And he would talk big but do nothing. The guy was a waste. The guy was a complete waste. All he did was go tanning. That's all he did. But hold on, let me tell you this. I gotta tell you this. So, Virginia. Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys saw this video, but there was a protest at a statue where a statue was pulled down and the statue actually landed on someone, on a protester. It landed on this person, it hit them in the head. This person, his name is Chris Green. Chris Green did not die. This person got critically injured. He has severe brain damage. He has permanent injuries. He is currently under care. There is a GoFundMe for him. And the beautiful thing about all this was that this whole protest that brought this statue down and hit this person on the head, this was organized by the Virginia State Senate and Virginia politicians, like state politicians. This was not voted on. This was not agreed by the city of Portsmouth to remove this Confederate statue. This was not something that the city said, we vote on it, the people agreed on it, and then they scheduled, crew to come in and take care of it. Nope. They did this. And they almost killed a man. Now, I'll continue with the story. I do want to make a quick comment about Chris Green. Now, first of all, I've always said this, and I always will say this. I don't wish ill on anybody. I don't wish harm on anybody. I don't want people to get hurt. I don't want people to die. One biggest question that I have, though, I have not seen that link, Zani. I'll check it out. However, I question why a husband and a father with a very young daughter like Chris Green, why would you participate in that kind of stuff, putting yourself at risk? Why would you do that? You have a daughter. You have a wife. Be responsible. I feel terrible that this person got hurt in such a fashion and basically has permanently damaged himself and his relationship with his children. Like, his daughter will not have a father really anymore like she had before. His wife is not going to have a husband like she had before because he acted irresponsibly to participate in this garbage. So I feel terrible for that entire family. I feel terrible for them. I wish them the best. I wish rehabilitation to him. I wish that he could get back to as close to 100% as possible. But you question that. At least I do. It makes me wonder, why the heck would you do that? Oh, well, I guess if the statues are traitors, huh? If that's what you're saying, so that. But this is the beautiful thing about this whole story, though, is that Senator Louise Lucas, Democrat, who served as Senate pro tempore of the Virginia State Senate, has been charged with felony conspiracy and other charges in this incident, where she, along with other conspirators, allegedly damaged the Confederate statue at Portsmouth and also resulted in serious injuries of a protester. Senator Louise Lucas faces charges of conspiracy to commit a felony and injury to a monument in excess of $1,000. Portsmouth Police Chief Angela Greene, Greene, said during a news conference. So this is what's going on here. If this wasn't clear, these senators organized this protest. They injured a person, and a warrant for their arrest has been issued. I am giddy. I am giddy. This was that 13 others also got charged with crimes, including several NAACP members, one school board member, and 3 public defenders. Okay? And these aren't just regular charges here of just, damage or vandalism. These are felony charges. Felony charges are leveled against a sitting state senator. Okay? This is glorious. This is exactly what I've been clamoring for in my streams. It's about time that politicians are held accountable for their actions. Now, I'm not saying just to round up politicians randomly. I'm saying in a situation like this, where a state senator and other people were directly involved in the injury and almost killing of a man, that's a criminal act. They have cars honking outside of Biden's Delaware office and they can't even fill up a parking lot. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But I mean, this is amazing to me. And I really wish that this is something that is done more regularly, because politicians get away with so much garbage. Their actions have direct consequences. Cuomo killing 11,000 seniors. And is there an investigation into that? Is there going to be an investigation into that? Well, at least at the federal level there is. You have Steve Scalise that is looking into that with Governor Whitmer of Michigan and Cuomo of New York. Because both these governors put COVID patients into senior homes, killing seniors. So maybe something will come of that too. But this is exactly... I don't know who funded their campaign. I'm not sure. But this is the best part of this whole story is this last part, this last sentence or paragraph. Yeah, it's a sentence. So Lucas, the state senator who has a felony charge on her, she shouldn't be too hard to find when she shows up for work at the Virginia Senate. Typically, legislators are not subject to arrest during legislative sessions, unless, as in this case, it's a felony. A felony or other serious crimes have been charged, so they could drag her out of the state Senate. Picture this. Picture it. A state senator being dragged out in chains from the state Senate. I think I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry. This is something that needs to be done. Okay? And of course, innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying the senator is guilty of what she's being accused of. I'm not saying that she and others did indeed hurt and almost kill a man. I am everything is alleged. I am perfectly okay with following our justice system and saying innocent until proven guilty. I'm not gonna cast judgment on this woman or anybody that has been arrested. But If this woman and these other people that were involved in this quote conspiracy to organize that vandalize the statue, which caused the harm to this individual, and they are charged with felonies and the felony holds, my God, I am so happy that justice will be served for this individual that got injured. And I think that politicians should be subject to that sort of legal scrutiny of their actions outside of the Senate, of what they're doing. I really do. If a senator or a representative or a politician commits a crime, they should pay for that crime. Should they not? I think anybody that commits a crime should pay for the crime committed, in accordance to the law, of course. So, this story warms my heart, gives me a little bit of hope that, you know, people can't get away with almost murder and attacking our country, and politicians just running wild like they have. I'm glad to see that the law could still do something to rein the insanity in a little bit. I think that's a good thing. So, I think I've covered enough political stuff here. I did promise I do a little bit of Fate of Atlantis here, so we're gonna bring that up because I do intend to play that here a little bit. Let me get OBS up here so I can get the proper window going here. There we go. All right. So, I'm gonna try and figure out how I can take a look at chat here while I'm playing. It may not be super duper easy, but we'll do what we can. The Democrats are running a pro-choice ad with nice young white women talking about how great it is. Yeah. I'm sure it's great for them, not so much for the actual infant that gets murdered, though. That's the problem. You know? Everybody kind of overlooks that when they're talking about abortion. Boy, let's see. Steph Curry, who? I don't think I know who that is. Let's see here. Let me go to this open gate. So, the issue that I'm having right now in the game, I'm stuck right now because I have this one person in jail here that I need to try and free because she's supposed to assist me in the game. The character's name is actually Sophia in the game here, so it's Indiana Jones and Sophia, Sophia, and the problem is that she's in this prison and I can't figure out how to get her out. Oh, let me make sure that there's actually audio for the game here. Hold on. Let me make sure that's on the right thing. Okay. And let me make sure that... Uh-oh.
Jones, you never learn. Don't you know when to quit? Put him up.
Oh, what? There you go. Alright.
He doesn't have anything worth taking.
Get out of here. Let's go. Okay, so she's in the dungeon. See? She's right here. And I am not sure how to free her because everything that I have is too fragile. She won't... I can try and lift the gate, but the gate won't lift. I mean, like, actually here, let me show you. I'll pick it up. And she won't move.
Safer now.
Hurry up.
And let you drop this bronze door on me?
Brace the door with a rock.
I don't have a rock.
Yeah, so that's the problem. That's the problem that I have, is that no matter what I do, I can't keep that door open. I don't have anything in here that seems to work. And anything, like, there's nothing that I can pick up here. For example. I don't know. I'm stuck here.
Junk to carry.
There's the tunnel. So I don't know. I'm stuck here. Yeah, that's but I don't think that works either. I tried that before. So let's let me try it again. I can try it again. I haven't done this in a while, so I don't remember like what I've tried and what I haven't tried anymore because I haven't played this since like June.
What makes you think
Apparently.
now?
Trust me.
You I trust, the door I don't.
Just trust me.
Not if you're going to yell.
See? No matter what I say to her, she won't budge. And I don't see of any way that I can
It looks pretty heavy.
I know. She won't budge. Yeah, but I need her because there's different ways. This game is kind of has like different endings and different paths. And one of them is if you go completely solo, use the crab. I can't, it won't let me do anything with the crab.
It's not big or sturdy enough to do any good.
See, he does say that for everything that I carry, he says it's not big or sturdy enough.
I don't think that'll work.
Or I don't think that'll work.
I don't think that'll work.
Ah, this is frustrating me. I don't know what to do. I think I might be missing just something that I need to pick up somewhere, and I don't know where it is. That's why I was exploring that area with the bones to see if there was something that I could just,
Come back here, Jones.
that I could do. I did. Let me go back in. Here, let me look at the junk pile.
Once it was a priceless artifact. Now it's a pile of junk. I can't move it.
Yeah, he won't pick anything up.
There's too much junk to carry.
No, I'm afraid that won't work.
I can't pick that up. It won't budge.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me explore around a bit and see if I can find something.
Come back here, Jones.
See if I can get by this guy here. So this is another room here. This is the sentry room. This you had to go through this to get into the into that area, because this you had to solve a puzzle here to get in. So you knock this head off, and there's this used to be a serpent thing that melted because there was water here. There was water in this area, so you couldn't go in until you evaporated the water. So I was able to do that, get in. This turned into a slag, and I can't do anything with this now because he's
I
like
don't need a worthless heap of slag.
he doesn't want it. There's the fish statue. I don't think you can do anything with that.
It's got a wide open mouth.
And I'm not going to put any more of the orichalcum in there because I don't want to waste them. So I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss.
That doesn't seem to work.
But anyways, let's go over to the hallway here. There's another room where I don't even remember what the rooms are anymore. It's been a while. This is a seemingly empty room. There's nothing in particular here. Nothing shows up when I try to just go around the room. Nothing here, nothing here. Well, let's get out of here. Okay, he's going in that direction, so we're gonna go here. I mean, I could always knock him out again. I just don't feel like going through all that. Go to this hallway here. And here's another empty room. Nothing here. Nothing at all. Alright. Let's see if this guy will try and pester me. I hope he doesn't. Okay. Uh-oh. I might have to just knock him out. He's wasting my time. Fine, let's just go fight him.
Chance. You'll never learn.
Don't you know when to quit? I floored you before. I can floor you again.
I floored you before. I can floor you again.
Talk.
He doesn't have anything worth taking.
Alright. Let's see what this room is. I got, like I said, I don't even remember anymore what's going on here. Oh, this has a tunnel that lets you, like, go in different areas. Okay. Yeah, there was a thing here and I picked that up. That was the reason for this room, so we don't need to stick around here. Alright, moving on. Let's go over back here. Check out the lava room. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. This is where, here, I had this bucket. See, this is where you can use this head with the plaque there, which allows you to pour lava into this cup. But I already have lava in here, so I already did that. So there's nothing here that really, beyond this, I don't think there's anything else that I can do. I can't do anything in here. Ah. I'm really not sure what else I can do in this room. I don't think there's anything else. Walk the pool of molten lava. Yeah, let's try not to do that. I'm not gonna dive in there.
It looks very, very
Yeah, it
hot.
looks very hot. No kidding. So this is a room where it's all full of crabs. But let's go to this room first. See, this is another tunnel here that'll get you somewhere. This only illuminates the room, it doesn't do anything. See, this brought me all the way over here across the map. So that's kind of like a fast travel system, basically what's going on here. You don't have to walk all the way around, but I'm checking out every room, so I wanna see what's going on. And this is where the crabs come from. And I don't know what that is. That's just where the crabs go to. I can't do anything there. This crab thing was for some, you needed the water from here. I don't remember what that was. Another puzzle that you had to solve, and I already did that. So I don't know what else you can do there. Unless... Oh boy, I don't know if I use the lava-filled cup with the pool.
I don't want to pour lava in there.
I don't want to pour lava in there. Okay. I was just trying to make it so the lava turned into something solid. I don't know. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss right now. Let's go over to this section here. Let's go to this room. See what this is about. This is the first part that you enter in this whole circle of Atlantis.
You'd think the Atlanteans wouldn't be such slobs. Why bother? There's nothing but junk here.
Because you need a hunk of junk for the frickin' cage, dude. That's why you should bother. Where did this bring me? Oh, this brought me over here. Okay. Well, chat, I am completely open to suggestions here. Whatever you guys want to suggest, I am completely open to it. I am not sure what to do here. There's another grate. Let's see where that takes me. Oh, that takes me there. Okay, yep.
It won't budge. It won't budge. Sophia,
Well,
see you soon.
don't leave me here, Indy.
That's it. Like, she offers no assistance to me. This is the thing that's frustrating. Like, I wish I had some sort of hint. It's very frustrating. Huh. Hmm. I don't know. What do you guys think? I had no idea. And to think I played this, I solved all these puzzles at one point, I got all this done, I beat the game. And for the life of me, I just cannot remember what the puzzle was about. This is just an empty room. Okay. Okay, so this room is where you get these little beads. This orichalcum. You put that lava in here and you put these gears. These right here. No, not yeah. These. And it'll spit out a bunch of beads. That basically solves your orichalcum deficiency in the game problem, essentially.
It's carved to look like a beetle.
Huh. I don't know if I can pick up the discs. No. I can't pick up... I think I could pick up one of those wheels.
Won't come loose.
Yep. Oh, I really hate the cheat though. I'm trying to do this without using a guide. I don't know. Let me think about that. I'd prefer without a guide. Oh wait, there's another room in here? What room is this? Just like an empty room it seems. Okay. I mean, it is getting close to 11 anyways, so I don't know how much longer I will be on stream. Biden is a mess. Biden is a real mess. Let me go out here in the hallway. Yeah, so there's a couple. There's like some ruins on the other side on this subway on this area here. Oh, great! Dang nabbit,
Jones,
gonna run into
you'll never
this
learn.
jerk.
Don't be too sure.
All right.
I floored you before. I can floor you again.
Yeah, that's why their numbers are worse than ours because you know, they handled the pandemic better. They're ridiculous. He's ridiculous. But you know what? Sweden didn't even do any closings. Didn't shut anything down, and their numbers are the same as ours. So you know, maybe he has an actual point there in the sense that there isn't any major difference. Punch him. Yes, absolutely. Oh, whoops. Clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, I'm punching Nazis. No, there's nothing here. Okay. I love that image. Oh, that lady's, you know, saying, "Do it." Boy, let's see here. Yeah, this is, wait. Yep, this is the other one I wanted to check out. Absolutely, it's the perfect mix of pretty and completely batshit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
You won't miss a few bones. I'd rather let what's left of him rest in pieces.
Yep. No, I can't do anything else here. I picked up a bone earlier for another thing. Yeah, geez, I really don't know. Hmm. Huh. Let's see if I can sneak into the statue room before I run into that guy. Nice. Let's see here. I thought I had a ladder. That's weird.
Looks deep.
I had a ladder. What happened to the ladder? Huh. I must have put it somewhere. I can't recall now. Huh. I don't even want to listen to Biden. I have no interest in listening to a senile old man.
I don't think that'll work.
Can't do anything with the crabs.
It's much too heavy to carry. I can't move it. I can't move it.
Too many cliches in a speech. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. But it is 11 here. I spent a lot of the stream talking about a lot of different things. Whoa. Don't do that. I've been streaming for over 2 hours now, I think. I think it might be a good place to take pause here and let me just rethink some stuff. And try and figure out what I want to do with this, because I gotta kind of rethink about what I did in the game, because I haven't played this in months. I didn't realize that the last time I played this was June. That's insane. I I thought I had played it some other times, but apparently I have not. Dignity. He can't pronounce dignity. He can't pronounce half the words he says. Really? New York State banned ticketed music events. No restaurants or bars can open that advertise or feature music. Wow. Cuomo just does not want New York to survive. Cuomo just really doesn't want to help New York in any shape, way, or form. He wants to kill that. He wants to kill all the restaurants. Unbelievable. No, I had not heard that. Wow. Unreal.
I don't think that'll work.
Well, Biden always sounds like he's rambling, though. That's the problem. Sold out to saying, see, this is bad without a crowd. Trump should give his speech at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to an outdoor crowd. No crowd is really bad, and Biden sounds like he's rambling. Yeah, I think a crowd would be good. I think a crowd would be good for the RNC, even if it's an outdoor crowd. I mean, they don't even need to be in front of Trump or anybody. They could be in a separate area outside that's being like that has cameras on them, so it'll just show them watching and reacting. You know, that would be a fun thing to see. And Biden, he's always rambling. The guy can't put together, like, cannot sound coherent to save his life. Yeah, he's already done outdoor events. He's done a rally. Trump could do it easily. No problem. Easily. He could do it at an airport. Yeah. I mean, there's different ways to handle it. There's different ways that he could take care of it. And I think he should. I really think he should. But I think I'm going to call it a night, guys. So I want to do some shameless self-promotion before I conclude the stream. Hey, if you like what you're hearing in terms of like all the political talk and soapboxing, and we're also playing a little games here on our weekly stream. This is the weekly. Every Thursday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna get together, have a little fun, talk, be interactive, do that. And on our morning streams, every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings, we do our morning stuff. The Abyss AM edition with Caffeine. Make sure you have your caffeine. Please consider supporting me. Go to streamlabs.com/theeternalabyss. Your any level of generosity is greatly appreciated. But the greatest gift you can give me is not so much a donation, but a follower, a share, a subscribe, a notification bell. Please go ahead and follow me on all my platforms. Follow me on YouTube, DLive, Periscope, Twitch, Bitwave, of course, and on YouTube. And follow me on all my social media, on Twitter, Gab, Minds, Parlor, and all my archiving platforms as well, like BitChute and Library, LBRY. .com. I think it's .com if I'm not mistaken. It might be .tv. But the point is, all the links are in my description. You can check that out. Go ahead and follow. The most difficult thing that I've run into with any of this streaming and social media and everything is the fact that Twitter and YouTube are actively working to remove followers, remove views, remove videos, remove tweets, things of that nature for conservatives. Censorship is real. It's happening. Companies are doing it, like Google, Facebook, and Twitter. People like me need your help. So please follow, please share, please share. I really appreciate that. And with that, kids, I think we're going to call it a night. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching and participating, and I really appreciate you guys. And as always, I'm going to sign off as I normally do. Kids, don't be complacent. Get out there. Just like with the ads that are coming out, that's what they're telling you. Don't be complacent. So here we are. Have a great night, and I will catch you tomorrow at 10 a.m. ish Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you got your coffee.